So in the past, I used to live a very disorganized life. I remember my room being a mess, my assignments being incomplete, and my grades being horrible. People around me did not think that I would amount to much, including my close family members. So in short, I was a serial procrastinator. I knew what needed to be done, but for some reason, I just couldn't get it done. There was this barrier between me and the activity that I wanted to do. I would just instead lie on the couch, scroll through social media, or play FIFA or something like that. So I did this calculation recently. Like in the past, I was just spending like 30 minutes to 1 hour doing productive things, somewhat productive things, and I was spending around 7 hours each day doing absolutely nothing, just wasting my time. Also, I was only productive when there was a deadline staring right at my face. But that isn't who I am anymore. My name is Jibreal Khan, and I've been a software engineer at Fortune 500 companies like Dell Technologies, AMD, and Synopsys. Additionally, I've been one of the top performing students in my bachelor's program and my master's program in computer engineering. And I did all these things while continuing personal development like reading books, working out, and training martial arts 6 days a week. You see, the reason why I was able to make such massive changes was because I got those 7 hours back. The version of me now utilizes those 7 hours and has been doing so for the past 4 years. That amounts to approximately 10,000 hours. These 10,000 hours invested in the right things caused this massive flip in my life. My goal is to help people quit procrastination and do the things that they know they should be doing. So I hope that my personal transformation lends some credibility to what I'm about to say next. So when I was actually struggling with procrastination, I was in pain. Like I could see my life declining. And believe me, I tried like 1,000 different things recommended by these popular influencers on the internet. But I found that 99% of them simply did not work. These quick 5-minute rules, this Pomodoro technique, this raw motivation, it never really worked in the long run. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the 1% of things that actually did work. But these things are not quick fixes. If you're someone who's looking for a quick fix, a 5-minute rule, or a quick hack, or a supplement to just fix your procrastination, then perhaps this is not the video for you. The tools that I offer do require some lifestyle changes, but believe me, they will flip your life around. So let's get into it. So in the past, whenever I used to wake up, I used to do things based on pure whim and desire. So some days I used to wake up tired and unmotivated, and on those days I would just lie on the couch and scroll through social media. And then on some days I used to wake up pretty motivated, charged, because I had watched a pumped up motivational movie last night. So I used to wake up all pumped up and motivated, and I used to read like 40 pages of a book in one day. But then the next day I was just back to being tired and unmotivated. So this sort of vicious cycle went on and on and on because I was just waking up and living life based on raw emotion. So I finally realized that when I did not have any form of structure in my life, I was unable to be consistent at anything. I could do them for short bursts, short periods based on raw motivation, but I could not do them consistently. It was as if I was a leaf floating through the wind, just living my life based on just emotion. This is when I finally discovered the power of a routine. Now look, I know what some of you are thinking, that I have tried routines before, they do not work. A routine kills all spontaneity. It's like a prison sentence. I don't want to do it. I get all of that. I know you have all these doubts in your head, but just hear me out. So the first few times that I actually created a routine and tried to live my life by a routine, I completely bombed it. I used to fill my routine with activities after activities, with work, more work, and literally no breaks in the middle. So once I designed a routine where I was supposed to wake up at 4 a.m., study for 4 hours straight, then hit the gym, then come back and then read books. And guess what happened? This sort of a routine, this monstrous routine, which was so super stringent and was all about work, it actually gave me anxiety. I had a tough time sleeping the previous night just thinking about the routine. But the thing is that I actually woke up at 4 a.m. and wanted to do the task. But the task just seemed so monstrous that the routine that I'd made seemed like such a big mountain to climb, such an uphill battle, that I did not even bother attempting it. I instead woke up at 4 a.m. and just went like, and I started playing video games. So this was the first lesson that I learned in the art of making a routine. Never make it so tough, so difficult, or fill it just with work that you never actually attempt it. Instead, visualize your routine as the most ideal, the most satisfying, the most fun day that you could possibly have. A routine should not look like a prison sentence. What I did then was I actually made my routine a lot more ideal and a lot more fun. I shifted from this mindset of work to, hey, how can I have the most ideal fun day tomorrow? So I schedule things like, okay, this is a movie from the 80s that I always wanted to watch. I'm going to watch it during my 1 hour of scheduled break. Or hey, I haven't spoken to my parents in quite a while, or certain relatives in quite a while. I'm going to speak to them in this 1 hour of scheduled break. So I had a lot more diversity to my routine, a lot more fun, relaxed activities to my routine. Now, don't get me wrong, I did include work, but initially the work was fairly limited. It was just like 1 hour a day. Over time, when you get used to the routine, when you get used to following a list, then you can increase the difficulty of the routine. And now I can work for like 4 hours a day. But the progress I made was like gradual. Start with something small, start with a basic, simple routine, and increment the difficulty week after week, or day after day, or month after month, based on your own needs. You have to actually negotiate with yourself. Like, that's what I did. You just sit down and negotiate with myself. Hey, Jibreal, are you willing to do these tasks tomorrow? And if the answer was yes, I think I can get these things done, I included them in my routine. But if the answer was, oh no man, this seems way too tough, it's out of my league, maybe decrement it a bit, then I decrease the difficulty of the task a bit. If you're someone who's interested in watching these type of low dopamine videos where we value information over just entertainment, then make sure that you click on the subscribe button, because I'm going to be posting more of these. One other critical mistake that I made was that I made my routine very vague. It was almost like a to-do list. Just a bunch of activities back to back. No real time, no real place, no real method behind how I'm going to exactly perform these activities. But once I started adding these details, like the time for performing an activity, the place where I'm going to perform the activity, then my success rate dramatically improved. Because when I knew the time for a particular activity, let's say I was going to work out in the gym at 6 p.m, then at 5:30 p.m, I used to subconsciously and consciously start getting prepared for the gym. Like, I used to start to search for my shoes, the outfit that I'm going to wear. Physiologically, like, my body used to get ready to push weights and get ready to start sweating. So I noticed all these conscious and subconscious taking place when I knew what time I had to do a particular activity. Like, I could think of reading, for example. Like, if I knew that I was supposed to read at 4 p.m, by 3:30 I would have the book out, I would have the bookmark out, I would find a comfortable spot in my room where I'm going to sit and read. But when you do not have a time for a given activity, then your body is not prepared for it at all, because at any moment of the day 1,000 different activities can take place, so your body does not have the time and the energy to prepare for these activities. Additionally, you will have to make decisions on the go. If you do not have a time for a particular activity, then at every moment you would have to think, what am I supposed to do now? What am I supposed to do 1 hour from now? Is it better if I go to the gym now, or is it better if I read now, or is it better if I rest now? You will have all these decisions to make on the go. And trust me that these decisions on the go are very, very draining. They're psychologically draining. So that's one other advantage of having like the time and the place fixed for all the activities on the routine, because then you have no more decisions to make. You just have to look at a piece of paper and just do what it says, rather than combat 1,000 different thoughts. If you're someone who's ambitious, like you really want to achieve a lot in life, but procrastination and bad habits, they're really weighing you down, then make sure that you click on the link in the description and book a free one-on-one consultation call with me. In this call, we'll discuss where you are currently in life and what your goals are and how I can help you achieve them.